So I can't really remember when I came to the realisation that Father Christmas isn't real. Oh, sorry, should have done a spoiler alert for that really, shouldn't I? I hope that hasn't come as too much of a shock to you. But somewhere around when I was, 5 or 6 years old maybe, it dawned on me that Father Christmas was made up. I mean, looking back, I guess it should have been obvious really. He has flying reindeer. And despite being a little bit on the large side, he can fit down tiny chimney pots and somehow even get into a house when there isn't a chimney there. And he delivers presents to every child in the world in one night. To be honest, all the clues were there that he was made up. Some people think it's just as naive to believe in Jesus. I saw a survey from 2015 that said that 40% of British people either think that Jesus is made up or they're not sure if he's real or not. So let's start with a very basic question. Was there a man called Jesus in 1st century Israel with parents called Mary and Joseph who was killed by the Romans? Well, the unequivocal answer to that question is yes. We've got 4 separate accounts of the life of Jesus in the New Testament in the Bible. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. Now you might be thinking, well, of course they talk about Jesus. They're the ones who are peddling the stories in the first place. So what else do we know about this man? Well, we also have accounts of Jesus in the writings of non-Christian authors. So there's a Jewish historian called Josephus who talks about Jesus and tells us a lot about his life. So does the Roman historian Tacitus and a Roman governor called Pliny, or Pliny the Younger is his full name. And there are others as well. We know from these writers that a Jewish man called Jesus, who claimed to be the Messiah, was killed by the Romans around AD 30, and he was then worshipped by his followers afterwards. The question isn't whether Jesus actually existed or not, or whether he was a real person born in Bethlehem at that first Christmas. No serious historian would deny that Jesus did actually exist as a person. That's not the real question. The real question is whether he was who he said he was, and whether he did the things that are said about him. That's the question that we need to answer.